What was your biggest failure?
My biggest failure?
Yeah, the audition or the breakup with a person.
Probably SNL.
SNL?
That was the biggest. Yeah.
Wait, what happened with SNL?
I just didn't get it.
And you auditioned?
Yeah.
But you worked in the back room for a while.
No, well, I worked there, and then I had a lot of like goodwill, like going up to it, and I was in New York and performing and having like articles written about me, and it was like, oh, this guy, and I had like a lot of like momentum. I got like a great agent and like a great manager. I was with like UTA, which is like a hot shot like new agency.
Yeah, UTA.
And I had a fucking great agent, and they got me the audition at SNL, and they were like, they need this guy, like they need you, they need a guy like you, blah 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 blah. And guess who got it?
Who?
Jimmy Fallon.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Jay.
And even after I did the audition, which was good, I went in and I was like, I did good. Like I walked out, and when I walked out, everybody was like, "Oh my god!" They're like, "That was so fucking good." And I was like, "Really, really, really?" And I was like, "Oh wow, 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 wow."
How many people did you audition for?
There's probably like 5 people at a desk and like 10 cameramen, 10
Oh my lord!
sound people.
You auditioned on the set?
On the set, yeah, like where they do the monologue, where you watch.
And
like,
what was your thing? What was your bit?
I did all my like characters that I was like doing in New York and impressions. And
What do you? What's like the thing you have to do? Like a certain amount of character? Or what do you have to do?
You had 6 minutes,
Okay.
and you can just do whatever you want in those 6 minutes. Show your thing.
Sometimes they'll say like do 3 characters and 3 impressions.
You've
Yeah.
auditioned for SNL?
No, but I like watch a lot of people who have
But
auditioned.
Jimmy Fallon did so well.
He auditioned the same time you did?
Yeah, he does like Seinfeld.
Dude.
He does like, and no one knew who he was.
No.
At
I mean, if
all.
you're gonna lose SNL though, like to lose to Jimmy Fallon, that's like losing to Michael Jordan at SNL.
I mean,
like
yeah,
that's a good.
He was hilarious.
I wish you
what can
told me
say?
this. I would have told him.
I mean, I wouldn't want you to tell Jimmy Fallon that.
Do you think he remembers you?
No,
It wasn't like there weren't like.
no, I didn't get the job, Dave.
Oh, my bad. Do you think that?
He doesn't remember me. I mean, I didn't see him.
Do you think that like everything happens for a reason in a way where like YouTube was like? I know it's kind of sad to say because you missed out on like the coolest jobs in the world.
Right.
But like, do you think like this was like your calling? Like you failed
Yeah.
at everything just to be here?
I do. I have so many friends who are my age who would die to be where I am.
Right.
Ones that have like already done really cool stuff too.
Okay. So if you could go back in time, would you get that SNL job?
No.
Yeah, 100%. You fucking crazy.
You'd be
mean,
hosting the Tonight
I don't
Show
like
and have
those
Dave
kind
on.
of questions
Okay.
at all. Would I trade it right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jay, you could have SNL.
Yeah.
No, because I could have got fired.
Right.
Like
right.
it's also like I wasn't ready. I have that dream all the time too. I'm getting fired from SNL.
It's crazy.
I mean, I don't have it anymore, but I used to.
You have a
I used
dream
to have
where
this dream where I'm on SNL and I fuck up live, and I lose the job. I got some topics. I just figured something out.
All right. What's the topping? Pepperoni?
Well, one time you told me I should list all the movies that I auditioned for and didn't get.
Oh yeah, Jay. Yo, let me set this bit up. Yo, you should list all the movies. You should list all the movies
You know
that
what? The
you
way you do it is better.
The way I do it is really
Yeah.
it really gets the people going.
Damn.
Jay, list
Now I'm interested.
list all the movies that you.
I wasn't that into it before, but the way you just said it
No,
up.
I was talking to Jason the other day, and he was like, "What were we watching?"
We were watching like Daddy Daycare.
Oh yeah, we were watching Daddy Daycare. I was watching Daddy Daycare, and I'm like, I saw it. I watched it yesterday. It's still pretty good. Like it's still holding up. It's still a great movie. And Jay's like, I auditioned for it once.
I didn't say it like that.
Yeah, every time you bring up a movie you auditioned for, you say it as if it's a failure because it is, and it's really funny
It's
because
so hard to audition.
so he auditioned for the third lead in it. There's Eddie Murphy, Jeff Garland,
And Steve Zahn.
and Steve Zahn. Steve Zahn in the movie is like this guy who loves like Star Trek, and he's one of the three babysitters.
I read
And
for that. I read for the Steve Zahn role.
yeah,
And
Where'd
I
you-
remember
did you get a call
going
back?
in being like, oh my God, I could do a movie with Jeff Garland. I was like more excited
what about
about
Eddie
it.
Murphy?
I know Eddie Murphy too.
Was he not big at the time?
No, Eddie Murphy's huge.
Yeah, Jeff Garland was just your guy.
Jeff Garland, I just love that
Did
show.
you get a call back?
I don't remember.
And
Probably not.
Is there a way you could find these tapes where you auditioned for them?
No, I'm sure they're erased.
I'm sure they deleted yours, set yours on fire.
I'm sure.
Should we put this one aside? Nope, we don't need that one.
But those
That
two...
one's the only one I know for sure you could get rid of. Okay, here's the thing. I've auditioned for things,
Yeah,
and maybe it's different because like I'm an influencer, so they're like purposefully trying to be nice to me.
yeah.
But are they fucking with me when they send to my when they email my agents and they go like, we actually really loved him, but this just isn't the right they don't say it like that, but they'll even sound more like they really liked me. And I'm just like, they must fucking milk everybody like this, so they just keep coming back.
I mean, no, if that's just called feedback. I mean, even when you're a nobody, you get feedback.
Yeah, but
They'll tell you we like.
I've
him.
only auditioned like 3 or 4 times, and every time it's been positive.
Well, you're good. I mean,
I
don't think you're a shit actor at all. Actually,
I got one role.
Which one?
I got when I first moved out here. I got a Samsung commercial.
You did?
Yeah, I booked a national commercial for Samsung. It never ended up airing, but the commercial was just.
How many days did you work on it?
1 day.
1 day.
You know what my role
Did you
was?
have lines?
You know what my role was?
What?
I was a silhouette. So it was just my shadow in the commercial. But they liked me so much. I don't know.
Just liked your shadow.
I had to read lines, and then when I got to the actual thing, the shoot, it was just my silhouette. And I was like on a date on a rooftop in downtown. And it was like a 40-person crew shooting this one scene where I'm on a date downtown.
With your voice.
No, I'm not
Just your
talking.
shadow.
It's literally my fucking body.
So it could have been anybody.
Yeah, and I was mind blown by this at the time because I got paid like $1,000 for it, just the shoot day, and then you get residuals for national commercials, which sometimes can be like 30, 40, 50 grand for the year if it plays a lot.
Yeah.
But it never ended up airing. I guess my silhouette wasn't good, but like it was funny because I came to the callback and I had to like screen test with like another girl, and it was literally just our shadows, and they're like, "This is it."
Wait, what year was this?
When I moved out here when I was 18, I don't know.
Okay,
Do you
I
remember the
wouldn't have
movie
been there.
Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind?
No way you auditioned for that.
No, just for that, yeah.
Who were you?
Elijah Wood got it.
Oh wow.
Which at the time, like when you found out, you're like, oh, right.
Oh right, there's actors out here.
Yeah. The guy that was in the biggest movie of the year.
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. At the time.
Oh, was he in Lord of the Rings right before that?
Yeah.
Oh.
So it was basically like, oh, right, of course.
What else did you audition for?
Any movie in like the 2004, 2005, 2006.
Give me a list.
I mean, I'd have to go back and look.
Anchorman?
I did not get to read for Anchorman.
Did you read for Office, for The Office?
I did not. Oh, I read for Ashton Kutcher's part in fucking the big sitcom. What was it?
Is that 70s show?
That 70s show, yeah, I read for that.
What?
Yeah, I remember. And I remember
You read for Ashton Kutcher's part in that 70s show?
Yeah, I remember when it came in, I was living in New York, and my manager like called me in the office, and he's like, hey, this is huge. He's like, I think you can get this. And I was like, okay, well, what is it? What is it? What is it? And he's like, you just got to go in there, play like the dumb guy. He's like, it's in the 70s, you know.
How old were you at the time for this audition?
I was probably like 25.
Too old, huh?
Yeah, Ashton Kutcher's younger than me.
Those kids that got it were like 18, 19.
Yeah. Yeah, and
Mila Kunis lied about her age. She said she was like 17 and she was actually 14
Yeah,
when
was
she got the
really-
role.
Yeah.
oh really?
And
Yeah.
she had her first kiss on screen with Ashton, who now she's married to. You could have been married to fucking Mila Kunis. Oh my god.
And you could have duct taped Ashton Kutcher to a wall.
I know.
Yeah.
And I have Ashton Kutcher now.
Yeah.
Could you imagine that? Could you imagine that? You can go back in time, steal Ashton Kutcher's life, and he's stuck with me.
I remember him. That was crazy.
You know what's crazy? He's like now he's like one of the most like rich actors like in the entire world. Like
Yeah,
now
big
he's
in
like
tech, a big
he's
businessman.
a huge investor.
Mhm.
Damn, that's crazy. That could have been your life.
I love this, Jay.
Wait.
Keep listing them off. Keep listing all your failures.
Damn, that sucks.
I mean, it was.
Did it make you stronger?
You know what, David?
No.
All my failures.
It broke me for 4 years.
Yeah, I mean, all your failures, man. I would say that to anybody listening. Like, it makes you so strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, to take that much like beat down rejection. I was in a movie with Brendan Fraser and Elizabeth Hurley, and I worked like 3 days on it. Whatever, it was fine. And then my entire family went in Boston to see it, and they came out and they were like, "You weren't in. You were cut out. Like, what happened?"
Oh
Like,
my.
my dad and his girlfriend went. It was so embarrassing.
Oh my God! They all came to the premiere.
And no one
No,
told
they
you
didn't go to the
before?
premiere. They just went in Boston to go see it, and I was like, well, I didn't know if I was gonna make the movie. Like they did, but they didn't know that. They just assumed like he worked 3 days on it. He'll be in it,
Oh.
but completely cut.
But no one
It's-
told you that you weren't going to be in it before? Like, they didn't
No.
let you know that it was cut out?
No,
How? Yo, was your dad funny when he called you? Is he like, you weren't in it, Jay?
hilarious.
Yeah.
yeah.
He was probably like, I
I
fucking.
watched the whole thing.
I knew you weren't gonna be in it.
I kept thinking you'd come, but you never did.
Damn, that sucks.
I mean, it's not that bad. That you guys don't understand though. That is being an actor.
No,
I mean, that is 100%.
it's fucking crazy to
It's
me.
brutal.
Yeah, I don't understand it at all.
But you just get used to it. You're just like, oh, it's just like stand up too. You're like like when you do stand up, you're like you eat shit for like 10 years, but then like one comic will be like, "Hey man, I like that one joke," and that'll like keep you going
Oh,
for
really?
like a couple years.
I just can't wrap my head around that. Like, I feel so lucky and
Yeah, no,
so
I know.
lucky to be able to fucking do this and not have to go to auditions. And, like, because a lot of actors are, like, so talented.